Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here with the fresh bald head, the fresh trim beard I did last night. Uh, anyway, bringing you guys my fragrance of the day, plus some stuff. So, the fragrance I wore today is one I picked up a couple days ago, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I finally got a chance to run into it, and I picked it up. And my initial first impression the other day was that I didn't care for it. Something about it was off-putting, and I decided, like I said, I was going to give it another try. I wore it today to work. Lo and behold, I got compliments. And it didn't. My alarm going off. It didn't really give me the same vibe as it did the other day. It didn't have that off-putting smell, and it, like I said the other day, it could have been, it not meshing well with what I already had sprayed on my arm. So it's a pretty decent fragrance. One compliment I got, somebody told me that they would take me home with them and set me on their counter and use me as an air freshener, a room freshener. And that was pretty funny. I had never heard that before, but okay. I think I got another compliment. I can't remember exactly what time of day it was. I think it might have been earlier that morning, but anyway, it is from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo, and it is Acqua Essenziale, if I'm saying that right, Colonia. And when I showed you guys this and told you, people chimed in and started saying how nice it was, and it's a very good scent. And I agree now that I've worn it again, and I got compliments off of it, because I really wasn't expecting any compliments. But I did get two. And I sprayed quite a bit of this on, because it's not offensive at all. I sprayed it on before I left the house, just so I can give it time to, settle down before I get in the building. And then I think I sprayed on again maybe a few hours later. I didn't have to, but sometimes I just like to reapply and refresh, especially if I don't smell it on myself. I'll think that it's not working, and it is, which is probably what's causing sometimes that chick to say I got on too much, because I do tend to overspray a little bit. But it is a pretty decent fragrance. I like it. Nothing to like run out and try to go find, excuse me, just because I said it was good. And I want to be clear about something. Always make sure you guys do your homework, and ladies, because I don't want people to run out and buy something and it sucks, and then you fault me for it. Because you should always, like they taught us in school, never trust somebody else's work. You always trust your own. If you can't get a sample or a decant of it, or go to your local Belks, Ulta, Macy's, or wherever that sells fragrances like this that can actually let you spray, test them out first. I'm pretty sure there are some other subscribers on here, or if I have it and I have some decant bottles, I have to get some. I might be able to ship you guys a sample of something if you want to test it, but I have to have decants. So please do not jump in the comment section right after you see this video and start asking me for samples and decants and stuff, because I don't own any bottles except for the ones that I received from you guys that I can, use up the fragrance in, maybe wash out and put something in it then. But until then, I don't have any empty decant bottles. So with that being said, not a bad fragrance though. Salvatore Ferragamo's Acqua Essenziale Colonia. Such a long name. These fragrance houses kill me with these names. Instead of making something easy to say, they want to make it as difficult as possible. So I was invited to a birthday party, and I didn't want to come empty-handed because I didn't get any specifics of the party. I didn't want to walk in empty-handed, so I stopped by Ross just to see if I could find a decent, inexpensive fragrance. And I think I found one. Actually, I found 2 or 3, but this one seemed more prominent, and I did write down the notes on it. And this should make some of the ladies happy, if there still are any ladies watching. I'm not sure. But this is from Mariah Carey, and this is called Dreams. And I don't know how many, like I said, females are watching, but I'm pretty sure they'll be happy to see this. I looked up the note breakdown, and even I like this note breakdown. And it would make me buy it if I was a female. Let me give you the notes on it. So the note breakdown, top notes, you get star anise, caramel, candy apple, almond, and bergamot in the opening. Now, if that's not enough to entice you, I don't know what is. Heart notes, you got freesia, honeysuckle, and lily of the valley. Base notes, you get tonka bean, patchouli, and musk. So this seems to have the inner workings of a pretty good fragrance. I've never smelled this one, I don't believe, and I hope it's pretty good because, you know, I don't want to be the laughing stock of the party to bring her something that's gonna suck. I only paid $14.99 for it. You know, I'm not going out and spending no, you know, a whole ridiculous amount of money on something. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that. So, I just decided to grab this one. It was another one called Mariah Carey M, or M by Mariah Carey, or something like that. And in the opening of that one, it had marshmallow in it. And it was a few dollars cheaper. I think it was like $11 something, $11.99 or something like that, which wasn't bad. But this one to me seemed more prominent. Plus, this is a 50 ml, and I think the other one was a smaller milliliter. I think it was like 30 ml or something. But they also had another one, I can't remember what it was, but it was only like 15 milliliters, and that's too small. So this 50 ml was good for $14.99. I think it was like $16 and some change altogether. And I'll hold on to the receipt just in case you don't like it. I can just get it back and take it back and get something else if need be. But hopefully they'll be satisfied with it. So that's Mariah Carey Dreams. And you guys know what makes me smile. Packages. Package. And this is from a guy I've been dealing with the past few days, trying to make a trade happen. Very persistent guy. I'll say that. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be like sounding like an asshole. But this dude was very persistent. He would not, like, I got to a point where I finally was like, man, I just, you know, I'll just pass on the deal because he couldn't make his mind up what he wanted. He wanted CK1 Shock. He asked for the batch code. I sent it to him, which was on the bottom of the bottle. It had no letters in it whatsoever. It was all numbers. I sent him exactly what was on the bottle. He wasn't satisfied. He said it kept giving him an error. It couldn't pull up the fragrance. And so I sent a picture of it. And then after, you know, some emailing back and forth, he finally gave up on that one. And he chose something else, which wasn't even on the list for me to trade. But he ended up picking CK Reveal, and I didn't want to do it at first because I like CK Reveal, but I changed my mind because I know I can find that one again all over. And actually, I was in TJ Maxx and I saw it in TJ Maxx for like $24.99, so it really wasn't a big deal. I also, when I went to Ross and got the Mariah Carey, I saw Bora Bora, and which I couldn't pick it up because I don't have enough cash on me to get it. That was really all I had on me to buy that gift. So whoever the guy was, I can't remember your name, that was asking about the Bora Bora, hit me up. I should be able to pick it up tomorrow because they just got a shipment in today. I have a friend that is a manager at Ross, and she just told me today that they got that shipment in, so they have 2 Bora Boras in there. So hopefully I can get back tomorrow and pick that up for you and get that sent out. So you have to remind me who you are because I don't remember, and it's a lot of messages to go through trying to find you. So anyway, let's get to the package. And I feel so dehydrated, guys. My lips are cracked and like I don't know what the hell. It is so hot, man. So let's see what we got. Because I don't even remember. Half the time people be sending me fragrances and stuff, or we do trades or stuff like that. I don't even be remembering what the packages are. So oh, okay. So these are the 2 he okay. I was gonna say that he sent me the wrong package, but I see he stuck it inside the Lanvin box. So the 2 that I got from him for my 2 was Jaguar Classic Gold, and there's some stuff missing off of it. The cap is missing, and there's a piece that goes around the side of this just like the Classic Red, and I'll show it to you. Okay, so this is what the bottle is supposed to look like. It's supposed to have this piping around the side of it. I'm not sure what color it's supposed to be, but on this one it's silver. And the cap on it snaps into place. This piece around it is plastic as well as the top, but usually it'll either break off or people will just break it off anyway because it is kind of cheesy and plastic, but that's what it's supposed to look like. But as you can see, it's broken off and the top is missing. So that's something I'm not going to stress. It's not a big deal to me at all. And I'm going to show you. I can't even smell it. I sprayed something on this hand when I was at TJ Maxx. So Jaguar Classic Gold kinda puts you in the mind of this guy, which is Boss Bottle by Hugo Boss. It has that same appley cinnamon type vibe to it. Although to me, the classic Jaguar Gold is a lot sweeter than this one. This one seems a little bit more masculine, mature, but they're close. They're damn similar in proximity when it comes to the cinnamon, the apple type note that's in it, and whatever else. I really didn't want to trade for this because I have Boss Bottled, but it don't matter. I mean, it is what it is. It'll save me from wearing this, and I can start wearing this one. So that's pretty cool. And if you're familiar with Quorum, which is one of those old school type fragrances, Quorum has flankers, and they have the aqua version of Quorum, and I have it here, and I want to test it. And he sent it to me, and this is a the box that it comes in. It looks like it could have been a tester bottle, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's give it a spray. That's a damn good sprayer. It's actually not bad. It does have that hint of aquatic to it. It's not a strong aquatic, not that sea saltiness that you get in Aqua Amara, Aquamarine, stuff like that. It still has that Quorum, that old school type vibe, but it's not dated smelling. Alright, I need to get this on the skin. Because smelling it off that cardboard is not doing it any justice. It's not bad. It's not something that I would have ordered, or something that I would have picked up if I could have smelled it first. Excuse me, I would have passed that. If I could have smelled that in like Ulta or Belk's or, you know, one of those perfume stores, I wouldn't have bought it. But it came in a trade, and I didn't really give up anything decent for it. CK Reveal was one I gave away, and what was the other one? It was something else I traded for. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't that major of fragrances that I'll be like, oh my god, I wish I hadn't have done it. So it is what it is. I might give this a wearing. If not, it's just something I'll probably give to my stepdad. It's nothing to brag or boast about. So, but I do like the classic Jaguar Gold. That's a nice pickup. And I actually was going to order this one time, and since it smelled close to Boss Bottled or Boss Bottled Intense, and I had both of those, I think I traded or sold Boss Bottled Intense, but it smelled so similar to it, I just kept passing on it. So I also watched Joy Amin. He talked about this one and other flankers to it. He bragged about this one a lot. It's nice. It really is nice. If you don't have it, it's very inexpensive. I'm not sure exactly what the price point was on it. It can't be no more than like 10 to 15, 20 bucks for 100 ml. So if you're looking for something that smells similar to Boss Bottled or Boss Bottled Intense, I can't tell you about the performance because I've never worn this, but I can tell you that it is very, very, very similar to Hugo Boss Bottled. So if you don't want to spend the coin for these, then pick this up. It's pretty cheap. I know Fragrance X sells this because that's where I was going to order it from. Fragrance Net or whatever other fragrance website that you want to try it out from. eBay, whatever. I don't deal with eBay, but wherever you can find this at, try to pick it up. It's pretty damn good. Alright guys, I am out of here. I gotta get ready to get on the road. I am out. Peace.